Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Life is Strange, where we are still trapped inside this weird nightmare world, and I still am no closer to getting out of here. It still says I have to reach the lighthouse in the objectives, but we already reached the lighthouse once and it just brought us here, so I guess we have to do it again. So let's go and see what we have to do here.
I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Yes, of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so sweet.
Now that we got that mushy shit out of the way, I feel like stage diving. Let's thrash this place. Yep, I'm fucking insane in the brain. Let's dance! Shake that bony white ass. Or take my picture with your new camera.
Okay, flashback time?
This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl!
Yo, turn it off! Turn it off! You need to hide now. My stepdad will kill me if he finds you here.
Yes, I still remember all of that.
You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like... destiny. If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. What the hell is this?
Snowflakes? Or a storm is coming?
Max, start from the beginning. Tell me everything.
Okay, I guess we're taking a walk down memory lane, like literally.
Let's talk about your superpower. Epic! I pledge allegiance to Max and the power for which she stands. You can rewind time, Max. That's fucking insane. We have to play.
You need a sidekick to guide you.
Okay, Girl Wonder. Show me the way to Chloe's cave.
So are you going to summarize the entire game for me now?
Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
I don't feel so super.
Max, here, let me help you find a place to chill. You freaked me out there. Do you feel any better now?
Okay, let's move on.
You saved me again! Crazy. Now we're totally bonded for life. Since you're the mysterious superhero, I'll be your faithful chauffeur and companion.
My powers might not last, Chloe.
That's okay. We will. Forever.
Well, we don't know if the powers are going to last, but I think it's becoming more and more obvious that maybe it's a better idea not to use them, since they are apparently, like, damaging her brain, if these are, like, hallucinations, which I still think they are.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime. As long as you're my partner in time. I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin.
The race is on. See you soon. Welcome to my domain.
You are magic! I have no clue how the hell you got in there, but you did it, sister.
I haven't actually looked at
You
that
saved
one
me
over there.
again!
Oh, they're going to talk all over
We're
again.
totally... I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
Need to be careful.
As long as you're my partner in time. I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin.
The race is on.
Max, you better come check out these files.
It's not a drawing. Look. Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Or did you just rewind because I tried to steal the chair? Shit, I'm confused.
It's the powers of best friendship. I know how you roll.
Yeah, stupid bird, I didn't get to take your picture for some reason.
Cowabunga!
Why, look, an otter in my water. Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you. I can already tell. You're not so chicken shit anymore.
Thanks, girlfriend.
And you make me feel like I have a reason for still being in Arcadia Bay.
Okay.
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
You look cute with your hair soaked in chemicals.
Hide!
Hide! You can't go back to your dorm now. You're a Blackwell fugitive. Crash at my place tonight.
Is it just me or is this section a little bit long? I mean, I think I understand the point they're trying to make, you know, highlight the emotional connection between Max and Chloe. But that stuff happened not that long ago. I still remember all of that, and I don't really need it to know that, you know, Max and Chloe are good friends.
Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
Okay, let's move on.
I double dare you. Kiss me now. Damn, you're hardcore, Max. Now I can text Warren and tell him he doesn't stand a chance. Unless he's into girl-on-girl action.
You're such a dork.
Yeah, I guess I kinda kissed both Chloe and Warren. Of course, the question is how serious was that kiss with Chloe? I guess it could have been more serious if I played it differently afterwards. I don't know. But then again, the kiss with Warren might not have been all that serious either. I didn't really spend that many thoughts on that kind of stuff, because to be honest, I was always just looking at like the friendship angle of their relationship, and the same with Warren, and I never really considered like a romantic aspect in this game, to be honest.
Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond? I know, just daydreaming. That makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
Because she knew how you would react.
And she wasn't much of a friend, huh? Just another person who shits all over me. Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms onto stepfucker. Now Rachel betrays me.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit hard on Rachel.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad.
Dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool. Max, you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
Don't remind me of that. That didn't work out at all.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
Yeah, like I said, don't remind me of this, please.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today.
I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yeah, and definitely don't remind me of this.
Chloe, you're back. I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together.
But you know, now that I think about it, this game was originally released in episodes, right? I don't know how long it took between episodes, but I guess those people who played this when it came out, they may have needed a few months to actually finish it. So for them, all these little flashback scenes over here might actually serve a purpose.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
Rachel. This can't be real. These are all post shots, right?
Right? The junkyard. Max, we have to find that spot now. Then we can see what he did. There's no way she's dead. No way. She posed for those pictures, Max. I know it. Please, let's go.
Okay, we are slowly approaching the end.
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her! Chloe. Rachel, why? I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry.
I loved her so much. How can she be dead? What kind of world does this? Who does this?
Yeah, why does this game have to be the sad all the time?
Come on, Max, we're almost there.
Okay,
Please wake up! Wake up!
are we reaching the end? Okay,
Max,
seems like
come
we
on
made
now.
it.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
There we go, finally. Back in the present.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. Was so horrible.
Oh, the lighthouse is already destroyed. Why are we here again? Why do we believe that this place is safe?
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Well, thank you. I don't feel so amazing at the moment.
Max. This is the only way.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture.
What?
All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you.
That's true.
Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe!
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe! I can't make this choice!
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Sacrifice Chloe, sacrifice Arcadia Bay. Really? Really? You asked me to decide this? This is so not fair. Ah, this is so not fair. And I had my share of terrible decisions, but this might be one of the worst. Okay. Well, I guess this is it. Okay, I guess this requires a little bit of discussion first, because at the moment I don't really know what to do here. So first of all, I have to say I'm still not like entirely convinced that Max's use of her power is what caused the tornado, or more specifically, Max saving Chloe is what caused the tornado. I mean, the game clearly is trying to tell me that, but like I said earlier, theoretically it could be that both Max's power and all the other supernatural events are the symptom of something else entirely, right? So I think there's no definite proof of this, but the game strongly suggests that, you know, if Chloe dies in that bathroom, the tornado won't happen for whatever reason. And for the sake of this decision, I guess I will accept that. You know, I will assume that this is what's going to happen. Even though I think I haven't really seen any definite proof of that. Now, I feel it is very easy in the situation to argue with stuff like fate and destiny, you know, like Chloe did, because it is kind of obvious how often she died in all those timelines, you know, as if she's supposed to be dead, as if she's meant to be dead, and, you know, she was supposed to die in that bathroom, and since she didn't, she just keeps on dying over and over again, whatever Max tries to save her. But on the other hand, if there is such a thing as fate or destiny, then surely Max's power would be a part of it. I mean, people usually don't have that kind of power. So Max getting that kind of power in that specific moment when she could use it to save Chloe could be fate as well, right? So it would be her destiny to save Chloe. I think you could argue for both sides. So I think it's kind of useless to refer to fate in this situation, because we don't really know what is their fate, right? So this doesn't really help me either. I also kind of want to disregard this whole many worlds theory, the fact that there are probably many, maybe an infinite amount of timelines for every possible outcome of every decision. So basically you could say, yeah, sure, let's, I don't know, sacrifice Arcadia Bay, because there's going to be a timeline where Arcadia Bay is fine, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm not going to use this argument, because first of all, we don't know if it's true, and secondly, nobody argues like that, right? I mean, nobody says, oh yeah, sure, I can like kill this guy, because there's also going to be a timeline where I don't kill this guy, so it's fine. And if somebody would argue like that, I would say that he's insane. So let's just say that the only timeline for all intents and purposes that is real is the one that we are in, and the rest of the timelines, they don't really matter for us if they exist or not, right? So yeah, I guess what it comes down to at the end is, would Max sacrifice Chloe, or would she actually sacrifice all of Arcadia Bay for her? And I'm not entirely sure about this. I mean, she has been pretty obsessive about her, desire to protect Chloe, which is understandable because, it's her best friend. And maybe she has a bit of a guilty conscience because she left her alone for so long. But I mean, people would do a lot for their best friends, and she has shown some signs of rather obsessive behavior, so you could probably make the argument that she would go that final step and sacrifice Arcadia Bay for her. On the other hand, Chloe is not the only person that she cares for, and she has always been helping other people too, with or without her powers. Like, she helped to save Kate, and she used her powers on multiple occasions over and over again to make sure that Frank doesn't get hurt, and she made sure that Frank's dog doesn't get hurt, and she even used her powers to save a bird that, flew against the window. So on the other hand, I find it kind of hard to believe that a person who is so sad about a dead bird that she would rewind time would just nilly-willy sacrifice an entire town. Because I think she is a very kind and compassionate person, at least the way that I played her. I guess you can play her differently and play as somebody who focuses more on Chloe and less on other people. But I think overall you can probably make an argument for both sacrificing Chloe and sacrificing Arcadia Bay. So again, this doesn't really give me a conclusive decision here. However, there's one thing I gotta say here. I have a problem with basically both endings for more or less the same reason, and that's not even the fact that both are kind of terrible. I mean, I believe that not every story needs a happy ending. As a matter of fact, I think that sometimes the unhappy endings are the ones that have a much more emotional impact. So I think it's fine if the game doesn't end happily ever after. But the one thing that bothers me about both choices here is it kind of feels that all the stuff, or almost everything that I've done in this game so far, would be in vain. I mean, like I said, Max helped a lot of other people. She helped Kate, she helped Frank. We've seen a lot of interesting character development, especially in the last few episodes, and maybe it was even indicating that some of these people, would try to change their life for the better. But none of that matters anymore if I'm going to sacrifice Arcadia Bay, because all of them are going to be dead. I mean, why save Kate? Why save all these people in the storm if we are now going to kill them? Why make people be more aware of, their actions and stuff like that? If they're going to die anyway, nothing will matter anymore. So it is very unsatisfying that, if I pick sacrifice Arcadia Bay, the only thing that really remains of our, achievement, so to speak, is Chloe, essentially. On the other hand, if I sacrifice Chloe, I basically go back in time to when it all began. So again, it kind of feels like I am undoing everything that I've done so far, even the good stuff. So again, it is kind of unsatisfying. I mean, it feels a little bit better in this case because I think, Max can do it again. And we have seen in the past that when she creates a new timeline that, some elements from other timelines stay the same. So if we go back again, she still has the chance to, be a positive impact on people's life, not by using her powers, but just by, showing kindness and compassion, as she has done so before. But again, most of what we achieved will be undone, just like, when I sacrifice Arcadia Bay, because all the people will be dead. So essentially, both endings kinda render everything or almost everything you've done in this game in vain, and that is not very satisfying at all, is it? So yeah, I don't really like that, but I mean, I have to make a choice. And I think I know what I'm going to do, and I have 2 reasons for it, and one of them might be a little bit weird. But I think I will, with great regret, sacrifice Chloe. And my reason is basically, first of all, the way that I played Max, I think it is more consistent with her character to not sacrifice Arcadia Bay. Because, like I said, she cared for other people, she tried to help other people. I can't see her sacrificing all these people now, to be honest. But I believe that if you played Max's character differently, then it might make more sense to sacrifice Arcadia Bay instead and save Chloe. But I think for my Max, it would be more consistent to save all the other people. I mean, sure enough, some people in this town are seriously messed up and some serious jerks. But there are also people she cares for, people that are her friends, people she hasn't even met, innocent people, children. So I think she wouldn't kill all of these people, not even for Chloe. And the other reason why I will pick that option is, and that might sound a bit weird, I think it is the more meaningful or the more poetic or more impactful ending for Chloe's character. And I know that sounds terrible, but if you think about it, Chloe is, I think we can agree on that, a difficult character. She is, kind of rude and stubborn and thoughtless, and very often she's very self-centered. And I mean, she just said it herself. She usually tends to be kind of selfish. And Max has always kind of been her good conscience, I suppose. So for Chloe to now, approach Max and say, you gotta do this, you gotta go back and make this right, even if it means that I will die or, stop to exist or whatever is going to happen to this Chloe in particular. That's actually a selfless act. And that is a very interesting character development for Chloe. So I feel having Chloe's character arc end with her selfless sacrifice is a better ending than, I don't know what's going to happen. Max and Chloe riding into the sunset after all of Arcadia Bay is destroyed. That feels kind of weird. And I mean, they have to live with that for the rest of their lives, right? Knowing that the only reason they're alive and together is because they killed a whole town. So I think just for narrative reasons, it makes a better story if we, fulfill Chloe's character arc and her transformation from selfish to selfless. Especially since I remember that very early in the game, Chloe and Max were basically standing at the exact same spot, and Chloe said some stuff like, "Oh, I wish I could drop a bomb on all of Arcadia Bay." And now she actually comes forward and says, "No, we need to save the town, you need to save the town, and I would be willing to, sacrifice myself for that." So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that ending better for storytelling reasons. As you probably know, I once killed off my own character in Dragon Age Inquisition for basically the same reasons. I thought it was a better story. And she actually was kind of, the irresponsible character as well, so I thought it was some great character development for her to choose the self-sacrifice. And I kind of like that kind of story. So yeah, it's sort of a meta reason, but my other reason is basically I think that the way that IMAX played, it would be more likely for her to save Arcadia Bay. So yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. I don't like this at all. I don't like either option. I don't think you can really make a good argument for either option that is more compelling than the other. So I guess I'm just going to pick my choice here and prepare the tissues, I suppose, because I'm sure this is going to hurt.
Max, it's time.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
I know, Max. But we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna miss you so much.
I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield, don't you forget about me.
Never.
Here we go. Back in the past once again.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Oh, this is so terrible.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't
Just has to
ever
sit
tell
there
me
and
what to
witness
do.
it.
I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
This is even worse than I imagined. But of course I had to pick all the emotional pain again. Well, apparently it did work. The storm has been prevented. Well, thank you, game. Right in the fields. And I got an achievement for that. Wow, well, I can't complain because I picked that ending. I had to pick all the emotional pain, right? But yeah, we reached the final end credits. However, I wonder if we get some stats for this episode as well. Apparently we do. We have some statistics here. And it would appear that a small majority of people sacrifice Chloe. Of course, I do wonder how representative that is. I'm sure a lot of people play it again and choose the other option, or maybe they just reload the previous save because I want to see the alternate ending, which would explain why it's so close together. So I'm not sure if this is really an actual representation of the majority choices. Do we get to see minor choices as well? Yes, we do. David got a scar during the fight. Apparently it's possible that he doesn't get a scar, but only 4% of people did that. I'm not even sure how this is supposed to work, but apparently it's possible. David didn't kill Jefferson. Again, a small majority. I saved the trucker. I saved Evan. I saved Alyssa. It's always about, 2/3 for each decision. But some more people saved the fisherman. But, the fisherman basically got killed by us in the first place, so I feel that's the least we can do. You didn't change Joyce's mind about David. 66% of people did that. I guess that was the conversation in the diner. I wasn't even aware that this was important, but apparently it is. However, I mean, this is a perfect example of a decision that doesn't matter at all anymore, because since I completely changed the timeline, they are still together anyway, so that decision doesn't matter at all. And if I had picked the other decision at the end, it wouldn't matter because they would be dead. So, and I kind of feel that applies to most of the decisions in this game, because either you undo it by sacrificing Chloe and going back in time, or you basically render it meaningless because you kill all the people that were affected by your decisions. But this is something that I would like to discuss later in a special discussion and verdict video. I told the truth about Rachel to Frank. I kissed Warren. Apparently about 2/3 of people did that. Can we look at friends' stat as well? Yes, we can. David got a scar during a fight. Apparently, my friends were a little bit more successful in preventing that from happening. Most didn't kill Jefferson. A large majority saved the trucker. Not quite as many people saved Evan, but most of them saved Alyssa. And again, a little bit fewer people saved the fisherman. And almost even split about Joyce and David. Most of them told the truth to Rachel, to Frank about Rachel. And only a small number of my friends kissed Warren, apparently. Which is fair. And what about the big decision? Okay, we got a 66% majority for sacrificing Chloe here. I'm not sure if this is more representative because it's a smaller sample, so maybe fewer people who replayed the game. I don't know, you would expect the larger sample to be more representative normally, right? But anyway, we have looked at our statistics and we're back at the title screen. So yeah, I guess that concludes my playthrough of Life is Strange. I hope you enjoyed. As I said, I'm going to record a special verdict and discussion video because I think there is a lot to discuss. If I'm not mistaken, this episode will upload on Thursday. So the discussion video will upload on Saturday. And then I will take one day off, so that would be Monday. So I can start recording a few episodes of the next game, which is going to be Deus Ex Mankind Divided. However, I am not done with Life is Strange yet. Once I finished Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I will play Life is Strange Before the Storm. So yeah, I guess for now I'm going to call it a day here. And I hope you, I don't know, watch some other videos on my channel or maybe come back once I start Before the Storm. So yeah, as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.